Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome to r/sipstea. Strap in, strap on, and get ready for this. I'm only including this because I'm too passionate about this. Obviously, I'm going to put everything on the screen as I say it, but F the MMDDYY format, the month, day, year format. Day, month, year format makes no sense. And then the person underneath goes, it does make sense, and they've put out an entire chart, day, month, year, majority of the world. Year, month, day, China, Japan, Korea, Iran, month, day, year, USA, and it makes no sense. So I've included that because I will die on that hill. This is very topical, so I'm just going to put this on the screen. I'm going to put this on the screen and leave it here. You soaked it in. I hope Usain is training his daughter. Can't let a name like Olympia Lightning Bolt go to waste, sorry. Girl, Olympia Lightning Bolt. I strongly believe in letting your kids choose their own future, but not you, baby Bolt. Go warm up. Oh my god, yeah. Olympia Lightning Bolt. After 4 divorces and 6 engagements, Jennifer Lopez says she won't be getting married again. She's choosing herself from now on. No, nothing like 4 divorces and 6 engagements to find out you're the problem. Oh, this one's from one of those rate my plate, but I hate it. I might react to a rate my plate in a future video because I love cooking. Cooking is one of my passions. So rate my plate will piss me off. I will go unhinged to troll because of rate my plate. My family's secret recipe. I should open a restaurant. It was delicious, and yes, I don't clean the pan because it helps the flavor add to the chicken. Maybe that recipe should stay a secret. That secret should die with the family. My son has created a primitive pillow fort. My daughter, unable to break her way in, has wandered to the kitchen and is eating his half-finished dinner while he screams, "No mine," from behind his walls. I could stop her, but I think it's important to let children learn important lessons. When the enemy's fortifications are impregnable, pillage the countryside until starvation forces them out. Is impregnable a word? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I am the issue. Let me read the comments real quick. No one's saying, yeah, I think I'm the problem. It's me. They offer you $80 an hour to clean a cemetery alone, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. You taking the job? $8 an hour? You GMFU thinking I'ma refuse that shit. Oh, you got me effed up thinking I'ma refuse that. I'm making sure each one of those tombs are spotless with the finest holy water. Annabelle trying to visit her friend. Aisle 6, row 3, bro. Might get haunted, but I'm leaving each shift in a Bentley with Casper and his homies in the back. There's nothing creepy about the dead. I don't know if I've said it enough times, but dude, I want to be a mortician. I'm training to be a mortician. There's nothing creepy about the dead. No, 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 wait. This one, I'm gonna put one up on the screen now. Me stressing over every letter in a simple email. Billionaires, hey, when we MGT to do crimes. I've not looked at the files because I don't want to, but I've watched other creators react to them and fill me in on what I'm refusing to look at. So I am up to date with that. Why are these filthy, disgusting, rich perverts? Why do they have all this money and all these businesses when they can't even spell? Yet, if we put an extra finger space, our emails go to spam. None of them can spell, none of them can write, none of them can none of them even use spell check at this point. Yet we don't get a job if we use one full stop in the wrong place, or we don't even use a full stop by accident. Mini crash out over, done. Of course it's a Florida man. Florida man arrested for riding alligator through Wendy's drive-thru demanding chicken nuggies. God forbid men have hobbies. I want people to do me a favor. Google Florida man and then your birthday and tell me what comes up. I'll do mine, Florida man, and then my birthday. There's quite a few, but the top one is Florida man sentenced to 100 months imprisonment for wire fraud and tax fraud. But the funny one underneath it is Florida man throws samurai sword at sheriff's deputies. Florida man allegedly stole pool floats. Yeah, Google your birthday and tell me your Florida man stories in the comments, please. I'm very curious to know what your Florida man story is. The date and the month. You get the wildest stuff. You might get more than one story, so filter your favorite one, or just give them all if you want the top 3. Someone just pointed out the guy is still wearing the hospital gown. Hey, God. Oh, if anyone's got Snapchat, which they probably shouldn't, there's an AI thing that you can just talk to. Me, do you have my location? My AI, no, I don't. Me, where am I? My AI. I'm sorry, I don't have your location information. Me, are you lying? My AI. No, I'm not. I don't have your location. Me, where's the closest McDonald's? My AI. There's a McDonald's very close to you. It's located on Young Street in this place. Hmm. Hmm. That's terrifying. That's completely terrifying. Oh my god. AI knows to lie as well. FBI arrests Black Rectangle after it appears over 6 million times in the Epstein files. A treasure hunter is suing the FBI, claiming he alerted them to 7 tons of buried Civil War gold. They stole it in a secret overnight dig. The gold is worth just over 1.2 billion today. Only a boomer could find $1 billion worth of unregistered gold, and his first instinct is to inform the FBI and then act surprised when they steal it. Yeah, like I'm sorry, but what did you expect? Like from the government, what did you expect? Let's filter from best of all time. Like some of them are just kind of like pick me, which is kind of just pathetic. Like, oh, look at me, I'm different because I don't want to get lip filler. Like, well, if you had the money, you would. Thinking about the homeless man in Austin who I used to pay $15 to watch my car while I went out. And one night I came back and all the cars around were broken into except mine. He was sitting on my hood and said, I ain't let him touch this one, Miss Kenzie. Right, that's cute. That's the cutest one I've seen so far. Protect that man. Men of Reddit, what would you do if you found out your homie was gay? Well, nothing. Because, cool. Stop making jokes about him not having a girlfriend and start making jokes about him not having a boyfriend. You know what? That's based. No. Right. I saw this one ages ago, and this sort of situation does get on my nerves so much. In Ellen, sorry to bring her back up, going, I'm going to ask you some questions. For everyone you get right, Ulta Beauty will donate $1,000 to breast cancer research. Can't you just donate it no matter what? Yeah, like, come on, for realsies. Shouldn't you just donate the money? Some of these are like so badly. There's like 2 pixels on half of them. I can sense the gay on you. You need to go to church and confess. And the contact is decaying carcass #2. Is that is that their parent or their grandparent? What the hell? My grandpa. Oh, decaying carcass. I just saw a post that reminded me of something. The 28 years later movies, the alpha zombies, they're packing. Like you'll thank me for bringing it up if you just searched. If you're not in the UK, you can search it. If you are in the UK, you can't unless you have a VPN. And I'm not sponsored yet by a VPN service. Hint. I hope the alpha zombie from 28 years later can accompany you later. Being a lesbian is hard because when I hit on women, they just think I'm being friendly. I could be as forward as, your ass is amazing, sit on my face. And she'd be like, thanks girl, it's the jeans. 70% off at American Eagle if you're interested. I'm not a lady, and I'm also not straight. But I think I had that issue with a guy where I basically said, I want to peg you. And he was like, I'm flattered. Cool. So, does that mean I can? The girl I babysit has made me watch Wall-E at least 10 times, so I assumed it was her favorite movie, but today her mom told me she watches it because she thinks it's my favorite movie. I'm gonna just put this one here because it's cute. I love it, and I'm just gonna put it there. Y'all deserve to see it, and I think it would be a great one to wrap the video up with. Hopefully this subreddit is a nice change of pace, and hopefully I'll make more videos on it. And hopefully we can start a new series on this and rate my plate. I don't want to, because it will unleash the Gordon Ramsay in me, and I'm not looking forward to what I will become. But thanks for sticking with me, and I shall see you next time, besties. Mwah.